It is warm today. Not that humid though, just warm. So today, if you've never been here before, we picked up 100 subscribers this week. That's crazy. So that means at the end of this video, we'll be doing a giveaway. And that also means we're only 30 away from the next one. The next giveaway that we're doing, if you've never been here before, we've been doing giveaways at every 100 subscriber interval. And I said, once we hit 5,000, I'll be giving away 5 prizes. So this is the video, guys. If you're going to leave a comment and you're going to subscribe, the chances of you winning are pretty high on this video. We are 30 subscribers away from 5,000. Once we hit 5,000, 5 prizes will be given away. All you have to do is comment and subscribe. Hashtag virginiaisforlowriders. And that's it. Got to hit 5,000, and that's all you got to do is comment. But make sure you're subscribed, because that's how you win. Subscribing and commenting. But I'm not going to repeat that over and over. Maybe I'll say it again later on. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So, if you've never been here before, normally we're in the garage, we're cutting stuff up, trying to get some stuff done. This one's going to be a little different. It's not going to be that long. I haven't had that much time to get stuff done this week. I've been working on that thing, which has consumed my entire week between tires, brakes, interior detailing, getting it to not misfire, plugs, coils, all of the things. That's been a project, but I didn't record it because it's kind of boring and normal work. But this video is about these wonderful hunks of poop that everybody's used to seeing. We body dropped this on the channel. It is a 80s something Caprice. It's body dropped like almost 3 inches. It's laying pinch. Last time we fired that up was the weekend after Minitruck, and I haven't driven it since. And the battery died. And when we were at Minitruck, so before we left for Minitruck, there was a pinch weld attached to that car. There's no pinch weld on that car, and we're missing material that used to hold that car up off the ground a little bit. And that turned into dragging a hole through the exhaust, all within about 60 miles of driving it during Minitruck. And it did great, but we need to do a nut and bolt check of it. It's been sitting since, because I haven't really had time to go out and enjoy it. So the battery's shot. It's been in the garage boiling all week, and it's not coming back to life, I don't think. So I need to find a random battery to jab in there. We need to hook up the battery chargers in the trunk. We need to do a nut and bolt check of that thing to make sure that it's all not going to fall apart, I guess. And yeah, and then there's this. This is what we started the channel with. If you've never been here before, this is the Mazda. This is also body dropped, also a traditional body drop. There's like 100 videos of this thing, of every tiny detail that I ramble about, going over all of it. So you've never been here before, check that out. There's a lot of this. That one, it's a little rush through. It's not nearly as finished. This thing just needs body work and painted. But I have terrible joints, and who knows when I'll get to that. But regardless, this needs a fuel pump. Last time I tried to drive it a couple months ago, the fuel pump was not happy. There is a vice grip holding the return line just for me to make it home, and that vice grip's been on there for like 2 months. So we need to work on this and that. There is a show coming up. The local show's called Attitude Check. I usually go to it every year. Last year we brought this. Not a whole lot's changed. I don't really enter shows. I just go to kind of hang out with my friends, and now to meet y'all, which is like the main thing. But mainly just to hang out with friends that don't get out much except for occasional shows that are within driving distance. So we're going to bring the Mazda, if all goes well. Fingers and toes are crossed to make sure the Mazda fuel pump is right, because the last one I bought was made upside down and didn't work at all. We got a Carter one this time. Hopefully it's right. And we're going to bring the Caprice this time. So that's the video. We're going to get these things going. We're going to go over some stuff. I need to do a nut and bolt check of this thing because I put it together like a year ago. And I just get it and I drive it up until the fuel pump took a crap. I don't nut and bolt check it, and it's been doing great. So I need to make sure that everything that I did on this is still together, I guess. So let's do that. If you've never been here before, subscribe, Chance to Win stuff, and go check out these builds. There's a ton of videos on these builds, and we got the Ranger in the garage. We're gonna get back on that actually 2 weeks from now. Next week is the show. Again, these aren't at the point of being show vehicles, but we're just having fun. I don't fill out those things that go in the window anyway. I've never filled one out. Even when I have stuff with like shiny paint, I don't care. I'm just there to hang out and look at cool stuff. So we're gonna get our non-show vehicles ready for a show. That's the plan. I bought the fuel pump for this around the time that I had the truck in the garage, and the fuel pump has lasted this long. I really expected to need to put it on sooner. I probably should have, instead of the week before it needs to be driven. You know, procrastinating and all that. This thing is dusty. I might have to actually clean up in here. This is like the only finished part of the whole truck. Still looks pretty good. It is dirty. It's very dull. Let's say that. I'll bring you in a little closer. So if you've never been here, we did every bit of this on camera. The wire tucking, the shaving, the inner fenders. Everything is done in-house, on camera. Brake lines, all the suspension. I didn't show the custom vice grip job on camera, but yeah, this is it. Needs some serious cleaning. It is covered in pollen, but hopefully this is correct. We're about to find out. It's not too involved removing it. So last time I purchased one of these, got it from CarQuest, got it back to the house, and the lever was manufactured onto the end of the pump, literally upside down. I don't know what it was supposed to fit, but it was nowhere close to fitting this truck. I really, really hope that this one's right, because nobody shows these things in stock. I had to buy this one from Rock Auto, and they only had one choice. It could be multiple choices now, but it's been so long. At least a year and a half ago that I bought that pump. And ain't no way I'm gonna be able to return it by now, so like I said, we're crossing our fingers and our toes right now. Hopefully the battery's good in this thing too, because it's definitely been sitting. I'm pretty sure that I live in like, I must be really close to the Bermuda Triangle or some kind of magnetic field, but everything I own, the batteries die if it sits in my yard for a month. It doesn't matter how new or how old the car is. There could be zero parasitic draw with a meter, and I will still go to start them and they'll have dead batteries. Well, one good thing is the pump's at least facing the right way. That other one I bought, this arm was the other way, and the lines came out the other side. It's like somebody bought one for a different vehicle and put it back in that box. And that was the only one in my entire area. They couldn't even transfer me one from another area. Weird how that works. Go ahead and prime this. Fill the bowl up, since I know that it's completely dry from how long it's been sitting and the fact that it wasn't pumping. Hopefully you can hear me good, but I don't know if I've ever explained this with projects like this that weren't 100%, and I planned on changing the fuel pump and I wasn't sure about everything basically. I put 2 fuel filters on it. I have one for the inlet so I can actually catch dirt and make sure that the pump is actually pulling, and one for the outlet to make sure that it's not just returning all of the fuel immediately. As it is now, it kind of trickles in or trickles back. Before, it wasn't really creating enough suction to hold itself, so it was just returning everything. It was all it was doing. So hence the vice grips. Snapped the vice grips on, stopped the return, drove it home. So now I'm gonna let it idle for a little while, make sure everything's fine, and we'll go take it for a ride. Not used to having things with fresh, clean brake fluid in all of them, because everything I own is old junk. Scared me for a second. I thought it was empty. It's just clean. Kind of threw me off. That little fuel pump's loud. Go ahead and get the air pumped up. I have a single line. It's like one of those things, like you fill it up with air, everything's working good. You test it, you test it, you test it, you drive around without the bed on it. You put the bed on it and it creates a leak. Or not creates a leak, but a leak just pops up. That's what happened. I got one single fitting leaking on the water trap, which I need to drain. Actually, it's probably been sitting so long, the stuff's probably evaporated. Either that or it's rusted out my tank. We'll still check it. Fires right back up. Let's go for a little cruise. So while we're cruising around, just to get everybody up to date, I figured I'd touch base on some projects. Been a while since we've done a little update. We are still gonna get the Mazda painted, I promise. Just these hands, they just do not like sanding. Basically, it's waiting for me to have the energy or the want to put my hands through that. Mazda we'll get back to it, promise. The Caprice, we need to pull it back apart. I need to put the dashboard back together because there's like nothing inside of the dash, it's just a shell. We need to do the HVAC system sort of thing in that. It's not getting AC yet, but I have a heater box for it. I need to paint the door jambs, like small stuff. Maybe we'll throw in a video occasionally of that. If anybody's interested in any of this, just comment it. I'll try to get around. We gotta mix it up occasionally. I can't just work on the same project every single weekend. I get a little burnt out. That's why I got so much junk. That and ADD just takes away so much of my day-to-day because I get distracted and I end up working on a bunch of random stuff I probably shouldn't have worked on. And then, you know, the whole rambling thing like I'm doing right now. We're currently building a 91 Ranger. We're building it, turning it into a hopper. If you've never been here before, that's the current project. We're building an actual hopper. I've never built a hopper for myself, so it's all learning experience. We're gotten to the point where we're adding a lot of steel to that, and it's starting to get pretty heavy and really, really tanky. With that, again, I'd like to mix it up occasionally, do something a little different. We will be building a full-size Chevy van as soon as I find a frame that I can front clip. I had one lined up when I was doing a vote and everybody picked the van by 1% over the Caprice, and then the chassis fell through. So I'm looking for a chassis that's suitable that's Ford 5-lug, small pattern, that fits within the width of the van to where I can still lay out on like a 10-inch wide wheel. There's a lot of things. Basically, I'm going to have to go to a junkyard with a tape measure and spend a couple hours just measuring cars and trying to figure out what I need. So that's pretty much all the projects we got going on right now. We will be getting back on Justin's truck. We pulled the top end off of that a couple weekends ago. Justin has a short bed single cab C10 and he's looking for an engine. If anybody's in the Fredericksburg-ish area that has just needs a top end like intake and carb small block Chevrolet, let me know. Something that's not crazy breaking the bank. He doesn't want to put a bunch of money into the project. He wants basically a good healthy engine to throw a cam in. If you're within a couple hours drive, let me know what you got and hopefully we can hear it run first. Alright, this is the moment of truth. This is when it was breaking up last time. It's whenever I was trying to get up to speed. So far we've just been driving through some random neighborhood down the street from my house. It might look like I'm speeding. It might sound like I'm speeding, but we're doing like 35. Oh, it's running really good today. That fuel pump was very much needed. I probably should have did the nut and bolt check thing before I left the house. Oops. It's all got lock nuts on it. Everything that's back there has a lock nut on it. I'm not worried about it. We'll still check it out though. Maybe. I don't know if it's just from it sitting, but got a little vibration around 50. Might have lost a sticky weight or something. Seems to clear up after 50. I don't know. We'll just keep on driving. It's not crazy, just a slight shimmy in the wheel. There is something about underpowered mini trucks that just gets you going. I don't know what it is. It's like, I don't know, you have the satisfaction like you're driving something that's really fast, you're rolling through the gears, but you're like barely keeping up with traffic. Something fun about it. I've had fast cars, or quick cars, I don't know about fast, but something about these little trucks that just feels better for some reason. Maybe it's how those Miata guys feel or something. I've never been a Miata guy. I've had a lot of stuff, never been a Miata guy. Maybe it's the same idea. Almost the same drivetrain, just older. That shimmy is like same speed every time. It's gotta be a wheel. Should probably check air pressure. I don't think I've ever checked the air pressure. Maybe we'll do that when we get back. I pulled over at this dollar store. See if it sits, fires back up. Good. So, I don't have anybody to shoot rollers for me, but I do have this wonderful friend named Brent that gifted me this 360 camera. Brent with Tint Tech in Fredericksburg. If you ever need tint, he's the guy. So let's go shoot some rollers real quick. Keep in mind, this is ride height. Well, I edited everything, and that was a whole lot of rambling. My bad. I got a little carried away. Enjoying the day, not sweating to death. I've only changed my t-shirt twice today instead of like 5 or 6. So we're doing good. I've had this battery on boil for like the entire week. I'm pretty sure that it doesn't have it in it. Let's see if this thing will actually open up, which I don't think it will. So it's at 12 exactly with the trickle charger on it. So this thing is pretty much toast. So we're going to put it in the Caprice. We're going to hook the jump box to it, and we're going to force it to start, and then we're going to force it to take some amperage, and we're going to go drive it. We're going to assess the Caprice. I don't know if we're going to fix the exhaust. It's already really late. My mom and came picked up her truck. I got a little carried away. We're going to slap a battery in this thing, see if she fires up, and then we're going to do a giveaway winner because I ran out of time. Again, like I normally do. If you were here for the Caprice, I removed pretty much almost all of the wiring. And in doing so, I lost the capabilities of having the distributor talk to the very rudimentary computer that this thing came with, because this used to be an electronic carburetor car. And in doing that, I lost the keyed source for the distributor and for the alternator. So I had to rewire that. Now the alternator will sit here and drain the battery. And like a dummy, I didn't turn off the switch, and I didn't order the diode that I was supposed to order to be able to turn everything off automatically all by itself. So I might have roached this battery. The battery's still under warranty, so maybe I can get it warranted this week. If not, I'll have to purchase one. We should still get it to fire up on this. The alternator's not going to be happy about taking the grunt of the load, but it'll be okay for today. Being a Edelbrock owner and all of their, I was going to say wisdom, but not really. The fact that this carburetor will evaporate all of the fuel out of it in the matter of a day. Having that little quick release on the carburetor it's a game changer for how fast you can get that filter off. I'll fill the bowls on this one too. I don't even have to check. I know they're dry. I spill as much fuel all over everything as possible in the process. Will it start on basically 11.5 volts? I have faith in you. Uh-oh. Oh, there's some spiders in here. Apparently 11.5 volts was enough. And we are charging. So what I'll do, I'm not gonna bore y'all with it, but I try and actually load test the battery and charge the batteries in the trunk and nut and bolt check this thing. But it firing right back up, it's a good sign. I'm gonna test it, make sure nothing funky happened while it's been sitting here, and then we're gonna do a giveaway. Somebody's gonna win some stuff today. Somebody's gonna win some stuff next week for sure. That is my favorite noise in the whole world. Probably should have brought the jump box with us. It's fine. I also have no idea how much gas is in this thing because it doesn't have a dashboard. There is no gauge cluster. I got a voltmeter and a temperature gauge just sitting in here. We'll see. I definitely need to fix the exhaust this week. It's pretty loud. It's already loud, but the leak is pretty loud. I'm sure whatever neighborhood I'm in, these people love listening to this thing. I've definitely spent too much time. I don't know. That sounds like an excuse. It's not an excuse. I hung out with my mom. My mom picked up her truck. Took a little bit more time. We hung out. We talked. Yeah. This video is probably going to go up pretty late. So, we are going to do the picker, or the random comment YouTube comment picker thing. It's going to pick a winner for this week. This winner will have to message me on any of the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I don't know. Are there other ones? If there are other ones, they're all the same. Virginia's for Lowriders. You'll message me on there. If you don't have any of those, you can message me through email. I'll put the email in the description. And you will be able to pick one of your choices of the air filter. You will give me a t-shirt size from small to 3X. That's all the sizes I have right now. And you'll be winning stickers. For next week, it's that times 5. All of those things, 5 separate winners to celebrate 5,000 subscribers. It's crazy. I really appreciate y'all subscribing and watching me ramble week after week, working on my junk in my little garage. So again, it won't be this coming weekend. It'll be following weekend. We're getting back on the Ranger. This next weekend, car show. So you get to see all of the randomness that's in my area and beyond, because a lot of guys come from out of state. What the Virginia mini trucking lifestyle is like. What we have to offer. It is a pretty standard variety. Standard little trucks, big wheels, big trucks, big wheels, on the ground, you know, the norm. A lot of really nice trucks out there though. A lot of nice cars. So, this week's... Oh, phone's being slow. This week's winner, enter last week's video. We're going to exclude replies. We're going to see how many there are. Total of 78. If you remove all of the replies, 78 comments to choose from. If it is Whiskey Dents again, these people have to be best friends with Whiskey Dents. By this point, he's won all of them but one. I didn't give him all of them but one. He got the first one. For whatever reason, this app loves him. I do not understand why, but let's see. Pick a winner. James F. Cook Jr. That's who wins. Did you win before? I don't remember. Regardless, you won this time. Email me, message me. We'll see what you got. And pick a filter, pick a t-shirt size, and I'll get that stuff out to you for free, man. And again, doing this next week, ×5. I repeated myself a lot for some reason. But next week, truck show. Cool stuff. Make sure you come back. Check it out. Subscribe. You can win some stuff. I got to get in the house, get this edited, and get it up. It is already really, really late. So I will see y'all next weekend. I appreciate y'all watching, and I appreciate all the new people subscribing. It's awesome. Thank you.